What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and this time it's going to be unofficial video as this video wasn't planned. So I just came to studio to work on this track as I want really to make this track as a new release. And I realized that last time this sequence was something that I did the latest, and this is something that I want to fix first. So what I wanted to do in this part is that I want to have some of these percussions which are gonna be kind of big. So this is the loop which I dropped from Loop Cloud, which if you saw the previous video or the webinar that I did. So I want to replace it, I want to make it a little bit bigger. I have some ideas which are playing in my mind right now, and in general I want to have from this part So the kick and bass are pretty good, so I really like the drive, like okay, and the second bass line. So I will fill in these small breaks, I will fill with something, but this is something I'm gonna do later on, it doesn't matter. The first thing I want to do, I want this kick and bass to be supported and pushed to another energetic level from the beginning. This is the idea that I have right now. It might happen that it's not gonna work, that I maybe gonna decide to keep the dry kick and bass in the beginning, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna now do the session about the percussions or the drums. So in general, there are several ways how I can do this. I can go and I can dedicate a little bit bigger amount of time by going through some of the libraries or Loop Cloud or some of my sample packs that I have already, or maybe I'm gonna open the Kontakt, which is my first choice, as I already have the Kontakt bank, which is called Action Strikes, which is pretty good. It's kinda for the movies, like big, really big drums. So there are this assemble. I'm gonna use the hits because I want to create my own. So you are going to be able how I do the percussions, because maybe you already know I used to play the drums, so I love percussions a lot, and they are playing a big part in the past in my music. So I used to spend a lot in making these really nice loops and so many different percussive elements, but as my career was developing, I started doing them less and less. This so with the velocity, like so I'm gonna make a smaller loop over here. All right, so because this much is gonna be good, so I already have the rhythm here playing already. So dam da ba da ba dam da ba da ba dam 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 da ba da ba dam da ba da ba dam. This is something I want to do. So I would say something like, we'll choose one of them, all right, as a start, because the first, as I already said, dam da ba da ba dam, that means the first one is going to be bigger. So it's going to be on maximum velocities, the strong punch. So the second one is going to be this one. So let's hear it out. Not this one. It doesn't sound like I wanted to do. Like All right, so. Da, 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 da. All right, so this. All right, yeah, so the loop. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this. It might happen. Okay, so I'm gonna add later on some of the variations, of course. And this video is gonna be a bit lazier because I want to record like the real thing. So there wasn't plan. I didn't plan to make this video. I just came in, as I already said. So this is a real thing, and I really want to record more of these things. It might happen that this video is gonna be failed, that if I don't get the interesting results with this, I most likely won't even release it. But yeah, let's try it. So this is a different type of the video, I would say. Now what I want to do, I want to have another one because those two are kind of similar. So now I'm gonna add this one as a new layer to this part. So, and I'm gonna copy that one. Actually, I want to have variation, so I want this one. In general, the rhythm would be something like this. If you are not familiar with that much, or if you have the idea to play something like I just played, like dam da ba da ba dam da ba da ba dam dam dam, my advice is that you first try to make these stronger punches, like dam 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 dam. This is something that you can that can be your start point, like making something like. And then you can complicate it, but because I play the drums, I play the many different percussive instruments, I play with my fingers on everything that gives any sound. I'm constantly having some drums, and I have a problem with other people. Usually when I get kinda lost in some thoughts, I have these punches, and they are constantly rhythms. So this is something that also can help you to start getting the ideas from the drums. I'm trying to connect like those ideas, those drums that are playing in my mind, by releasing that out through playing with the fingers on whatever it's possible. I think it's that. And once you start playing some of the drums or something, like I see people on the planes, like people that are punching, and I'm like, you're playing drums, and we recognize each other because almost all of us have the same I don't know, it's not a problem, but it's kind of ritual that we play on everything that's gonna give you any percussive thing, and you only need the fingers with which you can play on almost anything. All right, so it can help you, like if you know how to use, let's say, fingers, like now on the microphone, because it's connected to my table, you most likely hear every time I put my elbow on the desk. Anyway, this is something that's good. So sometimes even that when I struggle and I have idea, when I want to make it fast, I turn on the microphone and I do like. And then I take that as audio, put it there, and I can see exactly where are the hit points, which are the louder one, which are the less louder ones, and then you can kind of replicate the drum or rhythm or whatever. Now the only problem is that those ones are a bit less loud. I need to pull them up. Only those drums, they have a big release, Action Strike. So this is the only thing I don't like in Action Strike. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm gonna turn off the reverb. Just a second. All right. It's supposed to be the effects to down here. Yeah, I should be able to scroll down. Just a second, or I forgot how to use it. Microphone close. Let's be close. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna, as I already said, this is pretty important part, is that for drums, if you cut them, you're gonna lose everything. Like if they don't have this power, if you do a low cut on this type of the sound, they're just so my advice is that you use a shelf. Even like this, they are pretty. So C, let's put it one tune up so it goes to just a second. Yeah, so it goes to, actually I'm gonna tune it from here, one, so it goes to C sharp, which is gonna be kind of better, where it's gonna be a better pair with the F sharp. All right, so now, because I'm using those drums pretty much, and they are the bass, they are amazing for having them like to be the main one, but they are amazingly sound designed. So I'm gonna use them to be that power, that punch, that everything. But in order, this is now sound design. Not a trick, but it's a technique or a way how I make my sounds a bit more interesting. So I'm gonna use different layers and I'm gonna try to replicate the same one, but this time I'm gonna use something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna start chopping. Those two, I think I like how they sound. Yeah, ta-ta-tum. And even the third one, okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna play around with it. So I'm gonna try to keep the same drum rhythm as we had previously in. So I'm gonna try to combine those two so they provide a bit different style. And this percussive moment, the warmth on this sample is pretty nice, and I want to use it to kind of color this drum shot. Actually, I might find a better one. So let's go percussions. Let's try Carnival. Okay. Maybe, why not? I only don't like that it already has sidechain. Yeah. This one just have, it's kind of compressed, so you can see there's a big peaks. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut that off with G2 limiter, which I like a lot. So this is going to be another video where I'm going to do the comparison about when I'm going to go more specific. This is a creative video. So the difference between G2 limiter or limiter and the distortion or clipper, which I use a lot. So in general, I like much more the results that I get with invisible limiter. Just this one is pretty heavy for the CPU, so I cannot use much of them. So if there's any sound like this one, that I'm gonna just like move the ceiling down. To cut off those peaks and then bounce it, then I'm gonna use this one. Lately, I get much better results if I burn out the transient as much as possible on everything that it's not needed. So saving that dynamic part for the kick, the bass, the snare, the things where the transient punch have a big effect on. But let's say if I have a lead melody and then I have super plucky element, which I like the color, but there's like too much of the transients, I'm gonna burn that out, because I don't need always like a lot of transients on the leads, and I want them more on the drums. This is my way of working, but anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I might do that once again, because I'm also trying to get rid of this sidechain effect, which is already present on this. And because still there's some clicks like peaks, I'm gonna use the Saturn as well as a distortion, because I want to get rid of those peaks. As I already said, I want to use not the percussive. I already have those big drums. They have enough power, enough punch, enough transients, enough power in the true meaning of that word. But the second layer is just there to give the color, so I want to have another layer which is gonna make it to sound a bit warmer. So broken tube, even maybe I'm gonna distort it a little bit more. Yeah, something like this. And okay, yeah, this is the problem now. Yeah, this is what I forgot, is that this channel now when I have something like this, like going up, this is the moment I'm gonna use the low cut, always. It shows me that it goes to kind of F. So, yeah. Okay, so what I usually like to do is yeah, so now it shows that it's around F sharp, and it does sound a bit better. So as I said in the previous video, percussions, they can have the tonal element because they'll have the constant frequency. The kick, I don't think, I'm actually sure, but I don't want to be too aggressive by forcing my ideas to you. It's up to you, will you listen to me or not. But kick, to tune it, like measure the frequency or something, it just doesn't work. Anyway, I already spoke about that, and I want to stop talking about that because I have finished about that topic. And in the last class, scientific master of my scientific master course about the kick and blaze, I have actually shown scientifically by measuring that it's not possible, and I have explained visually everything in details why I don't think it's possible. And in that class I also said, like, changing the pitch of the kick so it sounds better, it's okay. There's gonna be, when you do a slight change on the pitch of the kick, it's gonna kind of collaborate with the bassline a bit better. That's completely fine, but it cannot be in any key, so it can be tuned. Anyway, so it's just like too much of okay, so maybe I need to tune it again because -3, why is that? Anyway, yeah, now sorry. So now this kind of rhythm does not go good with this one. So what I can do, let me try. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to. Okay, so I'm just gonna use it as a layer, the snare, which sounds pretty nice. So this can it can take up to 2 hours that I'm gonna spend about only this, and this is the anyway, the camera is dead, so it means that it's supposed to be the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon with another video.